Exactly. The private lessons are very important if students want to work on something specific. So, I usually talk to the students before they enroll to a program or private lessons or test prep. And sometimes I will tell the students, I think right now you don't need a private lesson. I think you should go to the group lessons first, and then you can take a private lesson if you feel like you still need that help. But if it's something very specific, like a student has an interview in English, when they go back to their country, oh, I have this job interview, it's really important to me. So of course a private lesson would be useful because they can really practice what they need with one teacher one-on-one, or the same thing with test preparation classes. But our group lessons are also really, really high demanded. So we used to have a newsletter for each campus in the past. However, the students really wanted to know what was going on at the different campuses, so we decided to have one newsletter built by all the 4 schools. So each month a school is responsible for putting it together, but the content comes from different campuses, and it's really nice because the students get to help us with the essays, the articles, and so they write essays about, for example, we have the beach party coming up, right? So, by the way, we have to win this year. So we have the beach party coming up, we have the volleyball tournament, so probably in the next newsletter we are going to have a few students writing about the tournament. And so it's nice because everyone gets involved and then they want to read about it, and you can also find our newsletters online. So yeah, it's very, very cool. Well, we have classes in the morning, afternoon, evening, so it really depends on what time the student studies here. But let me give you an example of a student who is here in the morning. So they come to school, they are here from 9 to 12:36, so they're going to have 3 classes, and there are 2 breaks in between the classes. Sometimes they spend their breaks in the classrooms with their friends. I think they're having a lot of fun. Some students, leave and to grab coffee or something. After that, I know that a lot of the students go out together to have lunch or dinner, depending on what time they study. And it's very interesting because there is a lot of cultural diversity, so the students end up oh, today let's try Korean food, today let's try Brazilian food. So, and also the good thing about this area is really that you have a lot of options, a lot of things to do around the school. And in terms of, long term, like the long term would be really, students finishing up their levels and then moving up to a different level, or continuing their studies at a college or university, so then they can continue their academic studies. Oh, we have a variety of activities. We have the 4 school events because, as you know, we have 4 campuses. And we have, the 4 school events like the beach volleyball, the basketball tournament. We have the summer party, the end of the year party. We have, am I forgetting something? Beach party, volleyball, soccer, of course, the soccer tournament. So these are all events that are organized for the 4 campuses. So it's really cool because you get to know teachers and students from all the other campuses. And each campus also has individual activities. So they have, for example, this month we had a trip to Santa Barbara with one of the teachers. I think it was last week, we had a Dodger game. So it's really nice because the teachers really get to interact with the students, and the students feel comfortable going on these outings with teachers. So yeah, we're always doing something. There's always something to do.